Philadelphia is one of the best music cities in the world, but many people do not know the city's contributions to the jazz world. Many renowned figures such as Coltrane and Grover Washington have called Philly home. Today we are sitting down with a newer voice in jazz who calls Philly home. Laurin Talese, an Ohio native jazz vocalist, will be performing to a sold-out crowd at the Kimmel Center of Performing Arts, where she will be doing a special tribute to the one and only Nancy Wilson. We got a chance to steal a few moments before the show. Hello everyone, I'm Evon Burton and I am reporting for Kindred Presents, and I have the pleasure of speaking with the one and only Laurin Talese.
Hi.
How's it going?
All is well.
Oh yeah, what a day.
What a day.
Can you believe what's coming ahead right now?
I can't.
Yeah, I've known you for so long and I have to say I'm so freaking proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you know, we met, it seems like eons ago, like when you used to sing background for Vivian Green and a variety of folks, and look how far you've gone.
It seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel great. I'm super grateful for all those experiences, being, you know, supporting vocalists and that sort of thing. And now I'm just happy to step out.
Aw. Well, you know, all your hard work brought you to today, which is your big appearance at the Kimmel Center for Performing Arts, the biggest venue for performing arts in the Philadelphia area. How does that feel?
Otherworldly. I mean, it feels amazing. It feels... I just can't even describe it. It feels really good to sing at the most premier institution for the arts in the city where you reside, and you've been building your brand and, you know, honing your sound and your whole presentation. So it's amazing to be able to present in a place like the Kimmel Center.
Yeah, and well, the thing that brought you here is your voice.
Thank you.
And I mean, you have a voice that could transcend genres. You could do anything.
Thank you.
But you chose jazz.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it found me. Like, as a young girl, I was in all kinds of troupes and choirs, and lots of my friends had these big, like, girthy, you know, growly voices, and they sang gospel, and I didn't. And, you know, I would just kind of, you know, shrink into the background, sing the choral parts in these little ensembles that I was in. But it was when I found jazz that I actually heard a voice that I could hear my own voice in. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's why jazz.
You know, the internets are buzzing about this amazing interview that Quincy Jones did for Vulture.com. And one of the lines in that interview, he said that was missing in mainstream music is a sense of jazz. Do you think that's true? Can you relate to that statement?
I think that what he actually was saying was that what's missing in mainstream music is just the rudimentary, basic knowledge of music in its actual form, as opposed to just kind of finding a toy you could tinker around with, make beats on, and then put some stuff out there.
Yeah.
I think that he wants people to get back to the actual pedagogical part of music, scales, modes, you know, actual musicianship, and that would inform the way that music was produced. So,
how does being a student of jazz inform your ear?
It really does inform your ear greatly, because you are constantly in a situation where you've got tons of different voices saying different things around you at the same time. You've got to hear your own, and you've got to hear yourself up against all kind of chords, and you know, you've got to know when to come in. It's just it's kind of like being on a football or basketball team. You really just got to know when to play your part, and you've got to be strong with your part. So yeah.
And a lot of people say that being a supporting vocalist teaches those same things.
It really does, and it also allows you the unique perspective to be able to observe an artist as you are coming up. So I would see Vivian and Bilal going to these, you know, doing these promotional gigs where we got paid, but they didn't because it was for the radio station. I would see them, you know, signing CDs into the late night hour and then having to be up for a 6 a.m. interview at a radio station. I would see them not being able to enjoy the cities or the countries that we visited because they actually would have to do the business part of it. So it gave me that perspective so that when I stepped into my own limelight, I had real life expectations of what it was, and I made an informed decision about the career I wanted to take.
Well, that's great, and I mean, you know, the theme of tonight is Nancy Wilson, the one and only Nancy Wilson. You're doing a show in tribute to her.
Yeah.
What can you talk about the influence she played in your craft?
Well, first of all, aesthetically, just from her presentation alone, she's got grace, wit, poise, just this overall presence, this quiet sensuality, this intelligence, and that really endeared me to her and caused me to admire her early on. Yeah. Then when you get to her actual phrasing and the way she interprets a song and her range and her power, I mean, it was a pleasure gleaning to that sort of voice, and that's why I wanted to pay tribute to her tonight. Yeah,
it's funny because a lot of people say that about you. You have a sense of style, a sense of sensuality that, you know, a lot of people wouldn't equate to jazz. What do you think about sensuality in music?
I think it's a very natural thing, and it's very unique and personal to whoever is presenting that music. Yeah. I mean, it's best when it's personal to that person because it's not contrived. It's not, you know, it's not a forced situation. Right. Somebody's not telling me to do this, do that. I do what I feel.
Who are some of the other people that you look up to? Because you mentioned Nancy, you mentioned, of course, Bilal and Viv, who you sing behind.
Also, I mean, from back in the day, Sarah Vaughan, Barbara Streisand, I mean, Lena Horne. So many amazing artists, and so many more current. Anita Baker.
Yes.
I cannot wait to stand for her.
Same.
Oh my gosh. We're probably going to be together. She comes to Philly, it's going to be out of control. I'll probably catch her in multiple cities because, I mean, she's definitely on the soundtrack to my life. I mean, there are so many more. I love Gregory Porter. I mean, did I mention Babs? I did.
Yes.
I love her. Yeah.
Once is never enough.
Yes. Celine Dion. I love her. Laura Fabian, she's awesome. There's so many. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, because you know you're young, a lot of people don't equate young to jazz. So, how do you think your music will help usher in a new generation of jazz listeners? Is that your intent?
Yes, I hope it does. I hope that's a side effect. My intent when releasing and creating music is just to be completely authentic. Yeah. It sounds cliche, but that's what I want to be. And I also want people to enjoy life. I want them to be able to escape through music, escape the mundanity and whatever else they're going through in life, and just be able to actually relax and listen to music. So that's one of my intentions. But I also really want our youth to know that jazz is amazing. It's so cinematic. It's so robust. It's transformative, and it transports you depending on what you're listening to. Like half the time when I'm walking around Philly, I'm listening to Henry Mancini, like the Breakfast at Tiffany's soundtrack or whatever that's really cinematic. Even Oscar Peterson and Nelson Riddle and folks like that, because it actually has me feeling like I'm on an old Hollywood set walking these streets. And I mean, life is life. So music just aids that and makes it so much more enjoyable.
What do you want people to take away from your live shows?
I want people to have a good time. I want people to have something fabulous to dress up for because I love to see people in their best. But I also want people to be comfortable. So whatever they wear, come on out. What else do I want them to take away? I want them to take away that they're not in this thing called life alone, that I'm right there with them. I've gone through so many things that they've gone through, and we could relate to each other, and we could get through this together. That's what I want them to take away.
You know, I want people to download your album.
Yes.
And I want people to follow you on social media. So how can people connect with you?
You can find me on Instagram, LaurinTalese. That's Laurin Talese, at Laurin Talese. And you can find me as Laurin Talese on Facebook and on Twitter, Laurin Darling. And visit my website, laurintalese.com. You can find so much stuff on there, my bio, music, all kind of stuff. And also you could send me an email because I love to hear from my fans. So, yeah.
And listen, if y'all don't have her album, you guys are slipping. It's my Saturday morning album. I think Saturday morning is like the most sensual time of the week.
Yes, it's that time that you take for yourself. Yeah. You don't have to do anything else. Hopefully, you could just luxuriate. Yeah.
So, thank you for
Thank you.
For sitting down with us. Once again, I'm Evon Burton from Kindred Presents, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys soon.